All right, let's dive into a classic Burmese fable. It's this short, sharp, and honestly pretty chilling story. It all comes down to one simple choice that has some, well, deadly consequences. Let's get right into it. So, right off the bat, I want you to think about this question. Is a piece of gold really worth a life? I mean, really. This is the core of the whole story. As we go, just keep that in the back of your mind. What's the real cost when something seems just a little too good to be true? Okay, so our story kicks off where a lot of these old fables do, deep in the jungle. And we're introduced to our two main characters, if you can call them that, a predator and a very, very tempting prize. Now, this isn't just your average tiger, acting on pure instinct. No, this one's different. After killing a traveler, it actually notices something, a beautiful, shining gold bracelet. And here's the crazy part. Instead of just leaving it, the tiger recognizes it. It sees it as a tool. And get this, it doesn't just wander off with its new treasure. This tiger is smart. It's calculating. It takes the bracelet and finds the perfect spot, a watering hole, because it knows that's where people have to go eventually. It tucks itself away in the bushes and just waits. And while wouldn't you know it, it doesn't take long. Another traveler shows up. The poor guy is exhausted, he's thirsty, and he has absolutely no idea what's waiting for him just a few feet away. He is literally about to walk right into a perfect trap. All right, so this is where it gets really interesting. This is where we see how the trap actually works. And the tiger's main weapon here, it's not its claws. It's not its teeth. Not yet, anyway. No, its most dangerous weapon is its mind. It's cunning. So the traveler is making his way to the water, and then he sees it, the tiger. And his reaction is exactly what yours or mine would be, right? Just pure paralyzing fear. Every single alarm bell in his body is going off, screaming danger. But then, the tiger does something absolutely bizarre. It doesn't roar, it doesn't pounce, it speaks. And its voice isn't scary at all. It's calm, it's almost inviting. It just says, "Come, take this gold bracelet." Can you imagine? The traveler is just frozen. His brain is trying to compute what's happening. A talking tiger? Offering him gold? None of this makes any sense. And that little voice in the back of his head, his survival instinct, is screaming at him, "Run! Get out of here!" And this is the tiger's masterstroke. To calm the traveler down, it tells the most brilliant lie. It claims it's a devout follower of the faith. A creature that has taken vows and would never, ever hurt another living thing. It's just an absolutely perfect, disarming deception. Okay, let's just quickly break down what the tiger is doing here. It's like a 4-step plan. Step 1, show the bait, the shiny gold. Step 2, act harmless, speak calmly. Step 3, quiet the target's fear with a believable lie. And what's the goal of all of this? Step 4, lure him in close enough to strike. So now we're at the real core of the story. The conflict isn't really outside anymore, between the man and the tiger. The real battle is happening inside the traveler's own head. Think about it. On one shoulder, you've got fear. That's his gut instinct, right? The part of his brain that's all about survival, danger, and suspicion. It's yelling, "It's a trap!" But on the other shoulder, a different voice is starting to get louder, greed. And it's whispering about riches, opportunity, and desire. So which voice do you think is going to win? And slowly but surely, the tiger's plan starts working. Those calm words, the claims of being harmless, they start to chip away at the fear. That voice gets quieter. And as it fades, the shine from that gold bracelet just seems to get brighter. That desire for it starts to take over. It's becoming almost overwhelming. All right, this is it. The moment of truth. A decision has to be made, one way or another. The fight in his head is about to end. And whatever he chooses, there's no going back. And there it is. The battle is over. Greed wins. The traveler makes his choice. He tunes out that last little whisper of common sense, and he takes that first fateful step, right towards the tiger. He starts walking through the mud, through the water. His eyes are just glued to that bracelet. The tiger just sits there, watching him, completely still. He gets closer and closer, until finally, he's right there. He reaches out his hand to grab his prize. And that's it. The trap snaps shut. The act is over. The tiger strikes, and the traveler pays the ultimate price for letting greed win. You know, this story is such a perfect, brutal definition of what greed really is. It's not just about wanting stuff. It's about a desire that's so intense, so all-consuming, that it can literally shut down your sense of reason. It can make you ignore your logic and even your most primal instinct to survive. And that really leaves us with one final question, doesn't it? In the story, the tiger is pretty obvious. But in our own lives, the tigers, those deceptive opportunities that prey on our desires, they're usually a lot harder to see. So it makes you wonder, what shiny bracelet out there might be trying to lure you into a trap?